Hey guys, it's me, Tova, and I am so excited to show you how to get the most out of your new EarSeeds kit. So in this video, I am going to show you best practices for handling your EarSeeds when you are applying them to yourself. And we're going to go through all the charts in the kit that you got to show you how to find those points. So let's get started. To begin, when you get your EarSeeds, they're going to be packaged in these little envelopes. So you can see the shape of the EarSeed through the paper. You're going to want to carefully rip the top above the EarSeed. You're not going to want to rip through the EarSeed. Pop it open, use your tweezers and reach in and pull out. Now, if you notice, I pulled it from the bottom or I hold it from the side. If I were to squeeze it tight over here and try to pull it, all the little pellets would get stuck in my envelope. You don't want to do that. So hold it at the bottom and pull out your EarSeed. So those are the little pellets. And that is the tape. You can see the little invisible patch of tape and the pellet that is hanging on the back of the tape. So it is very delicate. You're not going to want to be like smashing it around. Those pellets will fall off if it's not handled carefully. So you don't have to pull the whole thing out. Just leave it kind of over there. Then in order to remove your EarSeed from the paper, you're not going to want to pinch it from the top. The paper is specially designed so that you can separate it and expose the tape. Then you can just reach in and grab your EarSeed. But before we do that, let's look at the charts. We've got some helpful tips on how to apply them and some FAQs that I'm sure Rob and Nellie are going to go over in additional videos. There's also a bunch of other videos from our social media of me showing you how to apply them and where to apply them for various things. Mood uplifting, general stress points, and additional points for anxiety. So you can mix and match any of the points on these charts and see which ones feel the best for you. I'm going to show you how to find all of them on your ear, because when you understand the landscape of your ear, it becomes a lot easier to find the correct points. So we're going to start with Shen Men. Shen Men is a master point. It's a point that we use all the time in all our conditions or on its own. So you can always just start with Shen Men. First and foremost, you want to make sure you're using a mirror, not a phone. A phone is going to flatten your perspective and make it harder for you to find the correct point. So right behind my phone is a mirror. Before you put them on, you're going to want to wipe down your ears with a little bit of alcohol. That'll take off any leftover grease or shampoo or makeup product that create a barrier between the adhesive and your ear in order to ensure that you have a long-lasting stick. So let's look at the Shen Men point. So on your ear, you've got this curve. This indicates the spine. And then when you get to the top, it splits into the bottom and the top. And the space in between is called the triangular fossa. And your Shen Men point is in your triangular fossa. I'm going to push my ear forward in order to be able to see it better in the mirror. Pull out the ear, identify the curve, the bottom, the top, and then from the point at the end where it splits, I go in a little bit and slightly up. There's the point. I go in a little bit and slightly up. Then I take my EarSeed and I hover right above the spot. And then I use my finger to simply press it into place for about 5 seconds and squeeze in order to activate the adhesive, get a nice long-lasting stick right there, the Shen Men point. From there, we can look at our charts and see which additional points we want to use. There are brief descriptions of when you might want to use them. It's good to mix and match and kind of feel which ones really resonate with you when you wear them. We're going to start with the mood uplifting points and we're going to go to the excitement point. So the excitement point lives on the tragus. The tragus is this piece of cartilage over here at the bottom of the ear. It often is indicative of areas for headache and other head-related issues. So we look at this piece of cartilage. The point is on the back side, right up at the tippy top. We're going to separate along the cut and remove the seed. And then I'm going to turn it because it's going behind. You can see that it's going behind because it's a little white dot instead of a filled in dot. And again, I just hover and press it into place. Can you see? If you don't get placement right on the first try, It's okay. You don't even have to take them off. There are no bad points. If you're unsure if you've got it in the right place, grab another and try it again. It could take a little getting used to. Right on the outside at the tippy toppest point. So that is the excitement point. Then we're going to go for the pineal gland point, which is on the edge of the tragus. Our tragus goes from here to here. And this, of course, is the bottommost point, and the pineal gland point is right there at the bottom of the tragus. We split, take, hold my ear from behind so my finger is available, hover above the spot, and use my index finger to guide it into place. And then I hold it down, and there we go, right at the bottom of the tragus, sort of straight aligned with the base. Next point is also considered a master point. It's a great point associated with the vagus nerve, and that is point 0. I'm going to show you how to find point 0. We take the outer helix all the way at the edge of our ear. We follow it around visually until it enters into what's called the concha. And where this piece of cartilage blends in to the base of the concha, right there is point 0. So you're going to want to, again, it's helpful if you hold your ear out so I can see this clearly in the mirror. And everybody's ears are different. So for some people, it may be easier. Some people, it may be harder to get that perspective. But practice. Okay. And again, I got my pointer ready to go. And I'm going to hover and place. And then I'm going to use my finger to press it into place. What was that reaction you asked? These are nerve endings. Like, they feel good and they feel a little tingly sometimes. Different points elicit a different reaction. And if you let your body kind of just feel it, whoof. So there is that one on the end where the helix meets the base of the concha. The adrenal glands point is at the tip of the tragus. We're going to separate. Remember, we talked about how the tragus has a top and a bottom and a middle. This is at the middle, at the very tip, right there. See, I put my thumb behind it in order to give myself more visual exposure to it. And then pinch it into place. It's like you can feel your body relax. You can feel your chest open. You can feel your breath going deeper. Now I'm going to show you one of the most difficult points to find, and that is the sympathetic point. You can see it's a white dot. So it's an invisible point, and it's hard to reach. This one could take a lot of practice. Also, maybe get a friend to help you. It could be fun. It could be challenging, but you can't get it wrong. There's no wrong. Worst case scenario, it's not 100% right, but it's not going to do anything if it's wrong. So here's how we find this. So we talked about the outer helix, how it comes around like this. And the inner helix comes up and splits into two for the Shenmen point. If we follow the lower half of this piece of cartilage straight towards the end, we call this the ridge, and it dips under this curve. The sympathetic point is literally right there at the end, underneath where the ridge hits the inside of the curve. Boom. So it can be hard to reach. Some people, it's a really tight space, like the way that their anatomy has formed. It's just like really pinched and hard to reach. For other people, it's almost like a wide open space. Just follow where your ear brings you. Sometimes I'll even use the back of the tweezer to hold it open, or use my hand to hold it open. So let's grab a seed and see if we get it on the first shot. Sometimes it takes a couple of shots to get it. Okay. So we're like in here. And then I'm going to use my mirror to slide it under, and then use my finger. I got it. I could feel it. Like I know when I feel it, to guide it into place. It's in there. You can't see it, but it's there. A great point for balancing your sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous systems. I'm going to show you the rest of these points. The tranquilizer point is halfway between the middle line and the bottom line of this area. So right around there, just above the pineal gland point, actually. So like right around there. I hold my ear and hover and press. There we go. That's one of my favorite points personally. That always helps me breathe. We're going to do the master cerebral point. This is good for memory and focus. So we separate, we peel. The point exists where the ear meets the face. So for me, it's right about there, right there. And the last point we're going to do, also a fantastic master point, is the heart point. So inside of our concha, this is the upper concha and the lower concha. The heart point is in the deepest bottom of the bowl. That is the lower concha. So I'm going to take one more and put it in place. And I can feel it when I get it right. Except I folded it up that time. It will happen. The more you do it, and not on camera, the less bumbles you make. There we go. I'm now going to put them all on the opposite side. I like to do both sides. It helps me feel balanced. I don't necessarily have to do all the same ones on the right that I do on the left, but I like to. In order to do them, it's basically the same thing. Your dominant hand is the one with the tweezer, and your secondary hand is the one that's doing the pulling and the pressing. So I'll just quietly sit here and apply. So there you have it, a full set of ear seeds on your ears to help you feel calm and centered. Let us know if it helps.